What's up, everybody? Today, we're going to try and match some of our products with the eBay catalog because there are currently 620 products that I need to match. And they're classified in two different ways. So, with recommendation and without recommendation. These listings basically don't exist unless they are synced up. And I personally, 600, I really don't care that much about it, but it's good to make a video about and figure out some way to do it faster, right? So let's look at, for the ones that require so all of these require us to link them with an eBay catalog product. And so to backtrack a little bit, this is happening because eBay is trying to transition towards like a buy box system where every item is a known product. And instead of having a billion listings of the same item, they have one listing for that known item. And then all available sellers show up in that one listing, right? That's like what eBay wants to get to. It's going to take a long time because eBay ultimately, like, a lot of goods that sell on eBay are used, right? So like that's going to be problematic. They have to. It's a lot of work to make a catalog system for a used goods industry. Like very, very much so. But so the way that's working now is that they're going to they in certain categories they require that you have these links, and if you don't have these links to a catalog product, then your listing like basically doesn't exist, right? So they will notify you this way, and then they will have recommendations and no recommendations for the others. So all this really means is that on these ones, all you have to do is just click because the recommendation is already there. But this is like, I mean, that's pretty time consuming. Like we just did that once, right? Okay. Twice. This is not efficient, right? Like this isn't even loading right now. Maybe I should search some other stuff. I have a lot of stuff going on. Try again. What about this one? No such luck? Well, that's kind of weird. I'm not sure why it's just waiting like that. But that's fine. Now we have a little bit of a sense of, okay, that's the work that we need to do 285 times. What about the work that we need to do 335 times, the without recommendation tab? What does this look like? So we can't click on anything here. We have to click find a product. And then this opens a specific URL. Okay, so that's useful. And then here, it can't find the product. So let's try and help it find the product. There we go. Usually, if you just get rid of the UPC codes and model numbers and just use the title, then it's going to... Why is that not working? I don't know why it's not working, but all you need to do is just eliminate the model numbers usually, and then it's going to auto find catalog products because you don't really want to create a new one because it takes more clicks. So you want to use existing products whenever possible. So is this working now? Let's see. I don't know why these buttons just aren't working anymore. That greatly complicates finding a quick way to do this, right? So theoretically, oh man, I can't even click on the link. That sucks. Well, oh, add to listing. Can I use this link? Okay, this just isn't responding. Yeah, this isn't okay. Looks like I need to restart Chrome. We're gonna do this. Exit that. Open up something. Bum bum, and we need to do like a hard reset. Oh, it actually closed all the way. Okay, cool. Now we're going to open up Chrome again and try and reload that web page. It's still not responding. What's up with that? Well, that's really irritating. I want to add these, like, I want to do this, but I can't do anything. This is a good example of how things typically go down. Like, you think you can just easily get a system and nothing's going to go wrong, but even if it is actually easy, something's just not going to work and it's going to complicate everything, right? So for now, I guess we have to ignore these with recommendation ones because I can't do anything. Oh, look at that, it's working now. Look at that. Okay, so see, I can click, but I don't want to be clicking every time like this. So how could we make this more systemized? Like, how can we reduce the amount of time we're waiting? I have an idea. So we're going to see if we can change the items per page. Oh, did it scrap up again? It did. Why does this happen? That's so weird. It's just not working. Like, my computer's fine. I can't click on items per page. That's irritating. And now these aren't working anymore. All right. So I could just click each of these, but what I'm perceiving now is that all that I would need to do is basically I would open a bunch of these tabs, right? We would have like 30 of them, and I could really quickly make 30 of them by using oh, I've never installed Sublime Text on this computer. I need to do that. I could just easily like copy 30 of the same links, right, and open them all at once. That would take like seconds if done properly, and then you just have to wait for it to load. So imagine that we have 30 of those pages, right, or like 50 or something, and then I just go like this. I click, and then I click, and then I click. Oh, sorry, I click on it, and then I go to the next one, click on the next one, like this, right? That way we don't have to wait for everything to load. We're just continuously going down the list. Obviously, I'm making mistakes here. But you could see how you could do that, and then by the time you've clicked and gone through the list, then each one's already at the next step. Unfortunately, because these buttons just like aren't working, I can't do that. So we're going to move on to the without recommendation and try and explore how we might link these products up. So here, the kind of advantage is that we can extract the links that we need, just like this. So what I can do really quickly here is I'm going to pull every link on the page, and then I'm going to filter them by only the bulk eBay links like this. And then I'm just going to work with like 10 of them just for sake of argument, okay? We don't want to load too much right now because I'm recording the video. So, okay, I said 10, but I pulled 15 tabs, right? So now we're loading all of these tabs. And the advantage here is you could do this like 50-fold, 100-fold, right? And so the problem is that eBay doesn't notice that these are already in their catalog. And this is normally caused by model numbers in the title. Model numbers in the title, for some reason, just screws up eBay's ability to auto find it, right? So we can just find it that way, right? Earlier, I tried to do this and it gave me an error message, which is, again, I don't know what to do. Okay, your listing was not updated with product details. Why not? Okay, so I can manually update it. Okay. Are we going to find submit for review? Oh, I get it. I get it. Okay, so we can just submit one of these as a custom product. Okay. So the problem of this, oh, okay, so it has been updated. That's why it's failing. It's failing to update it to the catalog because it's already been included and it just hasn't noticed it yet. So we're not going to worry about that one. Again, if we get rid of these model numbers, there we go. You can usually find the item. And it doesn't have to be super accurate, but keep in mind that if you pick the wrong item, then some people might think that it's one item when it's not, right? But so this is now all that we would have to do is get all of the tabs, load them, and then just one by one, unfortunately, either ourselves or have VAs just go like this, right? And then you can just move to the next tab. See here, we might want to like create a new product. We're just going to submit it. B40 humidifier fill. I don't even know the brand. All right, see. There's a lot of stuff that's just not worth the time now because these are bulk posted listings. But for those of you that have optimized listings, you know, you don't have hundreds of thousands of listings. So you're just going to have to do this like 60 times and to listings that you actually already put more effort in, right? So here, again, if we get rid of the number, it's probably going to find an item. See? There you go. And we can just keep going through the list this way. Usually getting rid of these UPC codes is going to be all that's necessary for us to find these products. See? And it doesn't actually take that long. Sometimes there's special exceptions, right? But in general, these are pretty quick. You just delete the numbers. See, look at that. It's perfect. It's actually easier, I think, to upgrade. It's easier to upgrade the product IDs that don't have a match than it is to upgrade the ones that do have a match. Because the button actually works. It's crazy how much easier it is when the button actually works. Whoops, wrong button. See, it doesn't take long at all, does it? Quite easy, really. 25 feet? What's 25 times 12? That's around 300. All right. So see, there we just updated 15 of these, right? And then you could just cycle through them again if you wanted to, right? To just see if they were all accepted. And they were, aside from that one. Now I'm just doing Control W to get rid of all of them. Because we can exit out of it. And now if we refresh this, right, then theoretically it's going to catch that we've made some changes. Yeah, see, it sees that 2 of them were changed, right? But now we still have the problem with these with recommendation ones. Okay, the button works, but then sometimes it just doesn't, right? Like, so now that it's working, let's show a kind of bulk version of how we would go about this. So what we would do is open 10 more tabs, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And now we're just going to make sure that these are loaded. Yep. And so now what we do is click, already added these, but we're going to click there and then click use the product and then next tab. This, use the product, next tab. This, product, next tab. You want to minimize any time that you're waiting for something to load because you could just skip to another tab and re-perform the action so that you can stack the time, right? So that you can not be waiting for things to load. You just are working on something else. That's where a lot of efficiency comes from with computing, is like understanding how to like stack your tasks properly. It's kind of like cooking, actually. Like there's ideal points to work on one thing versus work on another task and that kind of thing. Okay, so now that updated all of those, right? So we just did 10 of those. And as you can see, like doing this 200, 300 times, a little bit irritating, but it's something you could knock out in an hour or two. And I'm not going to finish it in this video because it's boring, but you guys just saw how I would go about doing that. All right, guys, see you next time. Ciao.